I just think that the algorithm on Facebook is weird. Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter and I'm a reseller on online platforms, eBay being my primary one, put the emphasis on the wrong syllable, name that movie, and then Poshmark, Mercari, this is kind of in order, Depop, Facebook Marketplace, and Curtsy being the other ones. I'm sharing with you my sales from November, kind of a recap of how the month went. I do daily, every other day kind of ship with me videos, but this will be different. This will be a little bit more, of an overview. And I'm not going to share every single one of my sales because I did have 121 sales in November. It was the best month of the year so far, a lot better than the rest of the months. In fact, it's going to be better than December too. December's pretty slow. I think people are kind of wrapping up their gifts. I don't know. Some people sell a lot in December. Not me so much. January tends to be a pretty decent month though. We'll see how this one goes. I'm already gearing up for spring. On average, everything that I listed or everything that I sold in 5.5 months. Longer than I would like. I'm trying to shoot for 90 days or less. I'm sorry, she's naked. Should I put some clothes on her? We'll see if it distracts me. If it distracts you, let me know. That's about 4 sales a day, by the way. I did hit a lot of my other targets that I'm trying to hit. Daily average sales, I'm trying to get up to 10 a day, or either that or really raise my ASP. And it was only about 4 a day, like I said. What was on target was the price without shipping. Price before shipping was $29.22. I'm just going to call that a win. I'm trying to shoot for $30 or more plus shipping. That was close. That was close enough. And with shipping, it was $36.28. My average cost of goods was also on target. It was $4.07. Profit was also on target, over $20 per sale on average, $21.25. So that's after fees, after cost of goods, after shipping is taken out. So those things were on target. So if I can increase my number of sales, that'll be good. In order to do that, I have to list more. You guys hear me say this over and over again. I've got a busy life, as does everyone else. I'm really kind of only on part-time speed, even though this is my full-time job. What else? My average daily profit was $85.57. I'm trying to get that up to $200. That was my goal by the end of the year. Didn't happen. Okay. It's not going to happen. I am rethinking that. And so far, I think it's going to be 150 a day is going to be my new target. A little bit more achievable. Dinner will be ready in 10 minutes. My average incoming into my account was $101.72. Now, what do I mean by that? That's plus the cost of goods, because I actually have a separate account for my cost of goods that I spend out of. And so when this money is incoming over here, I'm getting that investment back that I put into it coming out of this account. So into my incoming account, on average, $101, we'll round up to $102 on average a day. I had a 75% off sale. I would say it was okay. I sold 11 items. I got rid of some old things, and that's good. It wasn't crazy. I didn't make a lot of money from it, but was glad to purge some stuff. It's almost time for me to start purging for the first time, like getting rid of things that I never should have picked up, that have been in my inventory for too long. Yes, they may eventually sell, but I'm running out of room. Running out of room. I commented on somebody else's video, and she said, yeah, she keeps adding, and her walls are closing in on her. And I would say it's the same here. I had 17 full price sales out of those 121. So most things are sold through offers. Either I'm sending or the customer's sending or through a sale or some kind of deal like that. Now, I'm actually going to get into the sales here. And what I'm sharing is, 42 total sales, 15 are top sales based on profit. And then there's 26 super fast flips, things that sold in 2 weeks or less. Normally I'm saying, 90 days or less, 2 weeks or less. All but 3 of these sales sold in 3 months or less, like if you look at all 45. So that's all but 3 were on target as far as time to sell. There was one bad sale I'm going to share. There were more bad than that, but I'm going to share one of them with you. Okay, knowing that my dinner is going to be ready soon, Dad's making burgers, I am going to pause here and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Did you miss me? Okay, we're going to get into the sales. I'm going to go over the top 15 first, going in reverse order based on profit. So least to most profit, but this is still top 15. And I'll give you all the details and show, I think it's over here, some screenshots. The first one is a brand that I'd heard of but never found before. It's Anne Fontaine. This one, I think they're mostly known for like basic, classic closet staples, that kind of stuff. And, but with maybe a little flair and great materials and great quality. Probably something to, a good brand to build your capsule wardrobe from. I really need to put some clothes on her. Okay, Anne Fontaine, size EU 38, US 4 to 6. Cardigan sweater, Presley wool alpaca belted. Really beautiful. It had these rosettes on it. I didn't mention that in the title because I don't really know if people are searching for a rosette. I could have used something like feminine, something like that. But this sold in 3 days after being listed on eBay. It was an on-target sale. Normally I put a little target up here. I'm not going to do that because I'll be doing it for almost all of them. Without shipping, it sold for $45. And with shipping, that was $57.95. Actually not going to do the with shipping prices on all of these because it's going to be too many numbers. So I'll just say without shipping, Cost of goods, $4.32, profit, $36.52. Got it from a local thrift store. The next one is a flax design size large shirt dress, maxi red gingham, 100% linen, woven, sleeveless. I had picked up 2 of these. This one was the red one. Sold in 2 weeks on Depop. It was on Target. I also got a question on the other one. No, that was on Mercari. Without shipping, it sold for $42. My cost of goods was $3.24. My profit was $36.61. I had never found this brand before either, and it's something I knew to be a bolo from others. This one is a little different. It is a leather attic size 48 leather duster coat, goth matrix steampunk Van Helsing. It's actually supposed to look exactly like the Van Helsing coat that what's his name, Wolverine, that guy wears. A guy who bought it from me, he bartered with me. He said he was using it to shoot a movie, and it sold in 1 week on eBay. I picked it up in the Halloween section. It's super heavy. I don't know if they didn't know it was leather because they only had it listed for $27.05. That's with tax. And it was also an on-target sale. I was going to tell you the other thing that I don't remember what I was saying, but sold in 1 week on eBay. It was on Target. Okay, that's right. I was with the without shipping. It sold for $77.88, and my profit was $37.35 because I had spent so much on it. But that's all right. And I did get that at Goodwill, I think, in their Halloween section. Next one was a personal item I sold. I have 2 pair of Hokas in this top 15. They're both mine, and I've started wearing a brand called Flux, and I just haven't been wearing my Hokas. They were not comfortable on my feet anymore. Just my feet are kind of messed up from arthritis. So Hoka One women's size 10D wide running shoes, Gaviota 4 sneakers blue. These are the ones I wore the most, and so I sold them for less. They sold in 5 days on Poshmark. They have a 58% sell-through rate. So I'm going to put here how I calculate sell-through rate, and a 58% calculated in a way that a lot of resellers do it would be over 100%, but I do it the way eBay does it, which it caps out at 100 because you can't sell more than 100% of available inventory. So 58% sell-through rate, great. They sold for $50 plus shipping. I'm putting my cost of goods here as 0, but when I go and like tidy things up in Vendoo at the end of the month, I will go and add my retail price in there, what I paid for it. Profit, $40-ish, sort of. The next one is something I got on my trip to Denver. It is a cabbie size 4 Guinevere car coat, tapestry, brocade, floral style, number 179. Cabbie has style numbers that people, I think, look for. It's one of those direct marketing, I think. You know, you have like a cabbie rep who sells you stuff. Midi jacket. Sold in 2 months on eBay. That one was a surprise. I had looked it up, so I knew that it was going to sell in 3 months, but I was a little worried about the size being a size 4, but it did sell quickly. Full price. It was promoted on eBay, so my fees were a little bit higher. It has an ASP of $41, so that's pretty good, and mine sold for $64.96 plus shipping. So I did really well on that. Cost of goods was $11.96 and my profit was $40.45. So I will pay up for things when I know I'm going to have a decent return. Next sale is a Brooks Brothers 42 long wool houndstooth sport coat jacket blazer 3-button vintage. This probably was a regular length, but older jackets I think were longer, so it measured like a long in today's sport coat designs. Sold in 1.5 weeks on eBay. This is a lesson to get your death pile listed, because this is one of the very first things I picked up as a reseller 3 or 4 years ago. Got it at the bins. You know? I say I got it at a Denver thrift store, but it was at the bins. Dad's walked in, now you're walking in.
Okay.
Where was I? Anyway, got it at the bins. I put my average cost of goods as $2 and it sold in 1.5 weeks on eBay. It was an on-target sale as well. And the average sales price for a Brooks Brothers wool houndstooth sport coat, that's probably what I looked up, is $50. So not bad for a bins find. It sold for $47.17 plus shipping, and my profit was $41.02. All right, here we have a Spencer Alexis plus size 20 dress, denim lace, cottage country western prairie. Did not pick it up based on brand. I picked it up because it was vintage and on the style. I just loved all the attributes of this dress. I did want to try it on, but I was going to be mad when it didn't fit, and I don't think it was going to fit. So sold in 3 months on eBay. It was a Target sale. It sold for $50 plus shipping. Cost of goods was $3.24. Got it at a local thrift store, and my profit was $41.08. I did sell a few sport coats because I listed sport coats. You sell what you list, right? And these are, you know, my best sales, so they're the ones that sold quickly, and I was listing sport coats last month and at the end of October. I got through all of my sport coats. I definitely had a backlog. This one is a Peter Millar 40 short sport coat jacket, 100% wool, blue tweed houndstooth 2-button. Sold in 2.5 weeks on eBay. It was an on-target sale, but it was promoted, so I paid extra fees. I think I have things promoted at like 8% right now, maybe somewhere between 8 and 9%. Average sales price of those sport coats is $68. I paid up for this one, so maybe I should not have. I paid $10.71. It sold without shipping for $69.88, so $69.88 plus shipping, and my profit was $44.71. What do you think? I mean, it sold quickly. It sold for a good ASP, like right on the average, and I made a good profit, so maybe spending almost $11 was okay. I don't know. And then this next one is my other pair of Hoka's. I didn't wear these as much. Hoka One One, women's size 10 wide running shoe, Bondi 7 sneakers, and then no insoles in all caps. I put different insoles in my shoes a lot of times, and I could not find the original ones. Usually I keep them. I just couldn't find them. And I couldn't find them when we moved either. They sold in 4 days on Curtsy, my only Curtsy sale so far. I just have everything from Poshmark automatically going over to Curtsy. I have no idea what their relationship is to one another. It is an on-target sale. I did have free shipping on it. I had at the time everything free shipping on Curtsy. I think I still have the free shipping, but I'm upping the price to cover it. I didn't do that this time. It sold for $45. No, it sold for $64, and I had to take shipping out of that. I'm putting my cost of goods as 0, and my profit was $45.54. The ASP is $45 for this style, and the sell-through rate is almost 50%. So that's great too. Another sport coat, Ermenegildo Zegna. My understanding is that's how you say it. Zegna is Zegna. It's Italian. Ermenegildo Zegna cloth, and I have listened to like pronunciations and stuff. 48 long, sport coat, blue check, plaid Australian wool jacket. I sold a couple of these. There's one that the guy said it didn't fit him after like having it for almost a month. And I said, okay, go ahead and return it. And then he hasn't opened a return. So I don't know if he's going to return it or not. It might not end up being one of my top sales. It sold in 2.5 weeks on eBay. It was an on-target sale. The ASP for Ermenegildo Zegna is $100. Mine sold for $70 plus shipping. Cost of goods is $5.41. Profit $50.96, and I got this at a local thrift store as well. You know what? I got most things at a local thrift store, so if I don't say I got it somewhere else, just assume I got it at a local thrift store. The places I go vary, so I don't go to Goodwill very often anymore. I go to Salvation Army a lot, and then there's a place in Plano called Grace Bridge Resale, and where else do I like to go? Those are my main ones. I'm not trying to gatekeep, but also at the same time, I don't want to see everybody there buying all the stuff. The next one is an Anthropologie Maeve size 1X sweater, new Chiara mustard textured merino wool blend. Sold in 6 months on eBay. Sold full price for $80. I took a risk on this one and I paid $15.69, but with it being Anthropologie plus size and a brand new with tags, thought that was an okay risk to take. Plus it's mustard, and everybody loves a mustard gold sweater, right? And it was also a merino wool blend. Had so many things going for it. And my profit, did I already say 5702? 5702. And another sport coat. I think this is the last one in the top 15. Ermenegildo Zegna cloth, 48 long. These were bespoke, custom-made suits that I picked up that were from the same guy. It's got his name in it, so that's how I know. And it's a sport coat, traveler, wool, and silk blue plaid jacket. These looked very similar to each other, these two. I accidentally sent the wrong one to the wrong person. Neither person has noticed. Okay, the one guy wants to return it because of fit. And I told the other guy, but he never got back to me about whether he wanted it or not. So I went ahead and sent it. They're very similar, but the fabric was different. And the colorway was a little bit different. Sold in 1 month on eBay. It was a full price sale. This was an on-target sale for sure. It sold for $99.96. So right at the ASP. My cost of goods was $5.41 and my profit $75.42. Please, sir, do not wear this and then return it back to me. Okay? I'm not a rental service. We have 3 more in the top 15. This one is a Neiman Marcus 12K Virtues glasses, set of 6, rocks, whiskey, lowball, old fashioned. Okay. Another death pile item. I had these forever. I thought they were really cool. I was really afraid to list them and ship them, to be honest. I've gotten much more comfortable with shipping breakables, but I'm still just not good at it. I mean, I do a good job. It takes me forever. Okay, so what was I saying? 7.5 months to sell. They did take a while. Sold on eBay. It was a promoted listing and they sold for $159.20 plus shipping. I have not heard anything bad, like they're broken or anything, so I'm assuming they are in great condition. I'm assuming also that they're Christmas gifts, so I cannot wait to see if I get some feedback. Cost of goods was $18, and that's really just an estimate because I had them so long I don't remember what I paid, but I'm thinking 6 glasses, per glass $3, I don't know. I made $109.57, and I really didn't want to sell these for less than $150. Second to last and the best, and then we still have a bunch to go through that sold really, really fast. Tonka transport truck, vintage 1960s pressed steel troop carrier, Army GR 22431. Don't know what those numbers mean, but all of these 3 trucks that I got, all the ones I saw online had that same number. This was a same-day sale on eBay. It was an on-target sale. The ASP for this is $139. Somebody offered me $125. I'm like, sure, that's good too. $125 plus shipping. My cost of goods was $5 at a garage sale, and I made $111.11. 11111. Feels lucky. And then the best one was this bolo that I had not heard of, but I'm glad I know it now. Iris Von Arnhem, size large, cashmere cardigan sweater, cable knit fisherman, Italy cream. Same day sale on eBay, and it sold through an offer, I think. Did this sell through an offer? Anyway, it sold for $254 plus shipping. Yeah, it sold through an offer. And the ASP on this is $175, so I actually did quite well there. Was on target, and my cost of goods was $432, so my profit was $218.85. Yay. Okay, the next ones are things that sold in 2 weeks or less. And let me tell you why that is especially important to me when it comes to eBay sales. I promote things after they've been online for 2 weeks. Hold on, my hair is cut up. You know, I washed it yesterday, and my hair has been getting like so... And I don't even think I put product in it. It must have been the conditioner I used. I'm dog sitting, and I think the Monat, I think is how you say it, conditioner just is too much for my hair. Maybe I just used too much. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, 2 weeks or less, because I promote things after 2 weeks. And then I pay extra fees. And yes, I'm glad that the sale happens. Like maybe it helped me make the sale. So, you know, you pay the fees, but if it can sell in less than 2 weeks, that's awesome. So here we have, what did I say? 24 of these? No. 26 super fast flips. We're going to go through them quickly. First one, and this is based on reverse order. So from 2 weeks to same day. First one is a LL Bean men's size extra large regular chore coat jacket, canvas, corduroy, khaki lined, and then I put the style number. I had 1 week where I was just selling things on Facebook Marketplace, local pickup for $40. It was great. Sold in 2 weeks on Facebook. A guy who's from Oklahoma but was going to be in town picked it up. He said, hey, I want to be in town on Saturday. Can I buy this for $40? And I said, sure. But I didn't delist it because these people don't always show. But he showed. There he was, picking it up, trying it on. His wife said, yeah, it looks good. Left me $40. It was an on-target sale. Actually, he didn't leave it to me. Venmoed it to me, I think. On-target sale, local pickup, which means no fees, no need to ship. The ASP for these coats is $50. The sell-through rate is 50%, so that would be 100% in some minds. And I sold it for $40, no shipping. I had paid $7.57, and my profit was $32.43. Also, this had a little embroidery on the back for Pfizer, but it was the same color as the coat, and it was like this big, and it was like right up below the neck. So I was like, I don't think it's a big deal. I'm going to get it anyway. And sure enough, it sold. The next one is a bolo that I learned the same day as I found it from Kaylee Elaine. If you don't watch her videos, if you're not, go ahead and watch them because they're great. You probably are. She's got a lot of subscribers. She knows her stuff. She has a much bigger business than me, for sure. And I was in California. I was waiting for my husband to get ready to go, and She was talking about Alex Mill. And then lo and behold, I went out that day and found 4 pairs. I've only sold one. It's the Alex Mill size 35 pants, standard pleated chino, military olive cuffed cropped. I would have looked right over these, like past these, because they were pleated and they were cuffed. And I think that's dated and old man like, but it's kind of worn like in a cool, trendy hipster way, I guess. And it looks good on the models. Sold in 2 weeks on eBay. It was an on-target sale, and this has a 71% sell-through rate. And I had looked up Alex Mill pleated cuffed pants. They sold for $35 without shipping, so it's not like a huge amount, but fast sale. And cost of goods was $5.89, profit $27.10. And like I said, I got that on my California trip. I might have them listed a little too high. I think I just lowered them a little bit and relisted. So maybe that's why the others haven't sold. And the next one was another Facebook local pickup sale. It was a 5'11 tactical size 2 extra large, 2XL. I don't know why I said it that way. Shirts, lot of 3, tack light, pro, short sleeve, ripstop, vented. Ripstop is like, it looks like little squares in the material. And if you snag it, it will have a snag, but it's not going to rip, like if you catch it on something. So it's good for people who are like hiking, outdoorsy, or working like in garages, or hey, tactical, I don't know where these people wear these. This guy got them for work. He said, I need, some shirts to wear over my work stuff sometimes, and sold in 2 weeks. He picked them up from my house for $40. Everything was selling for $40 from these local pickup. Feels like a good number. And yes, I lotted these all 3 together because they were all the same size. Got them at the same place at the same time. Cost of goods was $7.71 for 3 shirts, and my profit was $32.29. I also got those in California. Next sale is an Ariat size 40 by 30 jeans, M7 slim fit, straight leg, stone wash, western stretch. I'm reading my titles to you verbatim so you can hear all the keywords that I'm using. Brand, size, what the item is are the most important things. I put those first. I don't even always put color in because color can be subjective, and I have that in the details. So I don't know, maybe I should be, but I don't always put color. Excuse me, I will put it last. Oh my God, I'm yawning. Okay. Let me take a moment. Recover from that. Sold in 2 weeks on eBay. Sold for $25 and plus shipping. I'd paid $2 at a garage sale. I picked these up because they were Ariat and they were a larger size. I did not look them up, but they are definitely a good pickup. Profit was $21.54. Now my left eye is twitching. It's been twitching for a couple months now. The next one is a Facebook sale, but I shipped it, although he was local, but Dallas-Fort Worth is a huge area, so he probably didn't want to drive, or he didn't notice it was available, but it was a down under men's size large hat, wool wide, 3-inch brim, Outback Western, made in USA, black. I almost missed this sale. Actually, I did, and it expired because I didn't notice it. I didn't see the email. And it did come to me, but it went to a different email address. Anyway, I reached out to the guy and he said, is it listed again? And he bought it. Sold, like I said, in 2 weeks on Facebook, and I shipped it instead of a local pickup. Sold for $25.50 plus shipping. I had paid $2.16 and my profit was $19.58. Here we have an adorable little Fisher-Price Kermit the Frog hand puppet, vintage 1978, Muppet Jim Henson, and then I put Reed in all caps because I want people to know that there are flaws there are what I consider major flaws. Had some missing pieces of tongue, and the Velcro, the hook and loop was like, it still stuck, but it had a hole. Anyway, I wanted them to know to look at the pictures and read. Sold on eBay for full price of $24.96. Now, I go back and forth between whether I do whole numbers or have a decimal number. When I do a decimal number, it's always 96 because I graduated in 1996 from college. Whoop, Texas A&M. Cost of goods was $1 at a garage sale, and my profit was $21.83. Next one is a pair of jeans that I got on my trip to Colorado this year. Gustin size 33 jeans, California, straight leg, selvage denim, button fly, dark wash. I actually had a typo and said button bly. Sold in a week and a half on Poshmark. It was an on Target sale. Sold for $38 plus shipping. This has a $49 ASP. This brand is different. They like fund their jeans before they make them and sell them. I don't know. It's a very interesting concept. Selvage, I know, is like a sought after popular thing too. I also think it's a hipster thing. I don't really know. Cost of goods is $8.69 and profit $21.71. Next one is another garage sale find. It's a fit flop size 7 platform sandals, sparkle beads, Incastone. I think that's just the style name because I don't know what Incastone means. Flip flop midnight blue. I only include that because someone may be looking for that exact style. I don't know. And sold in 1.5 weeks on Poshmark for $20. I paid $2 at the garage sale and my profit was $14. Fit flop is one of those ones I do want to look up before I decide to pick them up because not all of them are going to sell. And I want to get them in the best of condition because they are made of that foam that can like deteriorate. You want to do a little bend test. It is embarrassing when that stuff falls apart. Very embarrassing. I had a pair of Skechers, what are those ones called with the rocky, you know what I'm talking about. It'll come to me later, maybe. Anyway, the lady had sent me pictures and it was horrifying. Pure Amici size, small cashmere cardigan sweater, leopard gray, quiet luxury mob wife. I just got a 5-star review on this, so it just got delivered. Sold in a week and a half on Poshmark. And this was actually a Posher VA offer. That is a bot that I use. I have a discount code if you want to use it. I think you can also have a free trial of it. I get a little something back, so with each subscription. I continue to use it, but I think Vendoo is soon. I don't know what their roadmap looks like, but I wouldn't be surprised if soon they had all the features I needed because they already have the automated offers feature. It sold without shipping for $24. Cost of goods was $4.32 and my profit was $14.88. The offers feature on Vendoo, I use it for Depop and Mercari only. I don't use it for Poshmark because I use Posher VA, and I don't use it for eBay because I really prefer to, why don't I use it for eBay? There is a reason. Oh, because I had this 75% off sale going and I didn't want to send offers on that. There was also something else.
Okay, I remember what it was. It wasn't showing the sale price of the items. It was showing the full price. I had things on a 75% off sale, and I didn't want to send offers on those items, but it was showing me the full price and what the discount would be, and not the sale price. So I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I let them know. I haven't checked back to see if they've fixed that or not yet.
All right, the next 2 sales, they sold together. Indiana glass hen on a nest, iridescent blue, and then there was an iridescent amber carnival chicken trinket candy dish. It is carnival glass or Indiana glass. And I don't know much about the history of these little hens, but I've seen other resellers pick them up. You know, I watch people who go on garage sales and stuff, and that's where I learned about these. They sold in 1 week on Facebook. I had to ship them. Oh my God, it was frightening. They were an on-target sale. The blue one sold for $38, and the other one sold for $20.03. That's how I broke it down, even though they sold together bundled. The ASP for the amber one was actually higher than the blue one, but the sell-through rate I think, was higher on the blue one. So I had listed it higher. Anyway, I paid $4 each at a garage sale. Same garage sale where I got those Tonka trucks. And my profit was $30 for the blue and $12.03 for the amber. Really, it's just $42.03 for both. Next one, if you guys, I just listed it, or I just posted rather, a free to me haul. My friend gave me a bunch of clothes. I mean, a carload. We literally filled my SUV. And she gave me a bunch of Converse, and this was a new with tag pair of Converse Star Player women's size 7 sneakers, low top, OX, light purple, suede, and then the style number. OX just means like original. Converse Star, they are not the Converse All-Star. They have a different style. And if they're unisex, I will include both sizes, but these were just for women. These were really cute. They sold in 1 week on eBay. It was an on-target sale, sold for $39.97. And my cost of goods was $0, profit $36.52. She was going to be donating all this stuff, and she gave it to me. All right, the next item is a Loring Mondrian art-inspired wool coat, vintage geometric patchwork blazer jacket. This was another Facebook sale. I haven't sold anything on Facebook really in a while, it feels like. Not like this particular week. This was another local pickup sale for $40. Everybody wanted this jacket, man. Everybody wanted it. I might have been able to get more for it, but I was happy for the quick turnaround. And the rock star who bought it, well, she's got a local band. She's going to wear it on stage in her 80s inspired band. And I was so excited for that. All right, we're halfway through exactly of these fast flips. Got 13 more. The next one is a Ms. Moose size EU41, US 9.5 to 10, ankle boots, Baxter, lace-up, detail, black zip-up. I had heard of these, it kind of like in the back of my mind from a video going, I think these are good. Sold really fast, 6 days. Now we're in less than a week. All the rest of the sales sold in less than a week. On Mercari, it was an on-target sale for $40. Cost of goods, $5.41, and my profit was $34.59. A Coach size medium leather belt, dark brown, 1 inch wide, brass buckle, 29.5 inch to 33.5 inch dressy. Okay, that second set of numbers, that is, I measure from the buckle, and I've got a little tape measure here on my desk, from buckle to the first hole and to the last hole. And in the description, I put that in there. Because although it's a size medium, you're like, what does that mean? Well, it can fit a 30 inch to a 33 inch waist. Sold in 5 days on Poshmark. This has a 31% sell-through rate, so that's pretty good. 25 to 30% is about the lowest I really want to get in a sell-through rate. Sold for $24. My cost of goods was $216, and my profit was $17.04. Next one is an Aria jeans, size 11-12 jeans. I repeated the word jeans. Y2K, low rise, flare leg, thick stitch, vintage. Didn't repeat it really on purpose. Sold in 5 days on Depop. Now, I had these jeans listed for probably close to a year on the other platforms, but then I started listing things again on Depop, and this pair of jeans sold in 5 days. Also has a 31% sell-through rate, and it sold for $18 plus shipping. Cost of goods was $1.36, and my profit was $15.14. So this is just a good example of why you might want to diversify your platforms. You might want to get really good at one first and then start to expand on others. I do not find it difficult to ship on Depop at all. If you can master eBay, you can master them all, really. Next one is another Facebook sale, and also something a lot of people were wanting on Facebook. Vintage miniature oil lamps, set of 2, hobnail glass, green brass, no shades, 4 inch tall. My belief is that once someone comments and asks you if something is available, it gets shown to many other people. And they're like, I want it, because it always seems to be that way. Do I think that these little miniature oil lamps, if I pick them up again, are always going to sell fast? No, really don't. I just think that the algorithm on Facebook is weird. Sold in 5 days. I shipped these out for $14 plus shipping. Cost of goods, $4.87, and profit $7.03. The video where I shipped these out, oh my God, I kept unthreading the little wick. Crocs, unisex, adult, M8W10. Do people know what that means? It's men's 8, women's 10, hopefully so. Classic lined clogs, silver glitter sparkle. I sold these in 4 days on Mercari. I think I bought them on Mercari or eBay. No, it was probably an eBay purchase. I bought them for a cruise for dress up night because I couldn't wear anything other than Crocs. It's like, I need fancy Crocs. And the girl left me a great review. She loves them. I only wore them a couple of times. Sold for $24 plus shipping. This is like at least the third person to get these because I bought them used, then I wore them, and now she's gonna wear it. Cost of goods, $0, and the profit, $24. Really, there was a cost, but I probably lost money. I think I spent more than $24, but okay, the next one is a Pilcrow by Anthropologie, size 26 jeans, high-rise bootcut button flare leg. I picked these up because of the flare leg and especially because of that button detail. Pilcrow, don't always pick it up, even though it's an Anthropologie brand, like not the skinny leg stuff, but if it has a special style to it, I will look it up. Where did I get these? I got these at a thrift store for $5.41. I'm losing my place here. Sold in 4 days on eBay for $28 plus shipping. My profit was $17.79. I don't remember where I got this, but it was a thrift store. Next sale is something I have 5 more left. I had 6 sets of 6 pairs. Sugared beaded pairs, 6. Vintage fruit decor, winter Christmas ornament, flaws, reed, in all caps. It's missing some of the beads. Some of the little beads fall off and they fall off easily. So I took pictures of all the missing beads. Okay, like the biggest patches at least. Sold in 4 days on eBay for $12 plus shipping. I paid $1 per set of 6 at a garage sale. Same place where I got the chickens, same place where I got the Tonka, same place where I got the, what was the other thing? The Tonka, the chickens. I think there was something else, wasn't there? Anyway, maybe it was just the chickens. My profit was $10.87. The next sale is something I'm like, don't go out and buy all the Lady Hagen skirts, okay? Don't go buy them all. This is a Lady Hagen size extra large black skirt, golf, tennis, pickleball skirt with shorts, pockets. I would say buy them if they're cheap and if they're a larger size. This was an extra large. They sold in 3 days on Mercari, these little skirts. And I use golf, tennis, and pickleball. Pickleball's hot. So I use all of those keywords in there. It sold for $15, so not a lot, plus shipping, but that's what you're going to get, so don't spend a whole lot. My profit was $11.76. The next, another pickleball skirt. Now, I happened to pick up several, and they all sold. I think it's not like, oh my God, these are hot. It's just that I listed them all at the same time, and that's why they're selling all at the same time. Queen of the Court, size small, kapow, swing skirt, tennis, pickleball, slimming. Sold in 2 days on Poshmark. It was an on-target sale of $33. Cost of goods was $2.16, and my profit was $24.24. Next one is an Earth size 7 shoes, Cara Hopper, leather, Mary Jane mule, slip-on, comfort, bark brown. If you've been watching me, you notice that I pick up a lot of comfort shoes. Things that people need when their feet start to bother them as they get older. Those things are usually expensive. So they may not be the cutest shoes all the time. Don't overlook those ugly shoes. Ugly, comfortable shoes are expensive and they sell. 2 days to sell on eBay, sold for $20. Cost of goods was $2 at a garage sale, and my profit was $17.74. The next one is something that sold full price, but it was priced way down. Sold in 2 days because I listed it really low. It's a Ted Baker size 4, which is a US 34-inch waist. Swim trunks, striped blue lobster lined, and then reed. This had some snaps on the side, and the snaps were broken on both sides. So I just was like, let me just clear this thing out here quickly. And I was kind of afraid it wasn't going to sell at all. It sold for full price of $9.96. I'd paid $217, sold in 2 days on eBay, and my profit was $7.20. Good riddance. Otherwise, it was a great pair of swim trunks. I did not notice the flaws when I picked them up. Another skirt, Lucky in Love, size medium, skirt, shirt set, tennis, pickleball, golf, pleated, skirt, mesh. I came across a new rack in a thrift store and there were lots of skirts. Somebody was donating their skirts. Sold in one day on Poshmark. It was an on-target sale. 52% sell-through rate for this brand. I think it was for sets of this brand. Very cute. Sold for $36 plus shipping. Cost of goods was $216 and my profit was $26.64. I think I lucked out and they were having a summer sale. So anything that was considered summery was $2, if I remember correctly. And this is my last in the fast flips. It's a Land's End size large sweater. This sold same day. Fair Isle, 100% wool, winter ski classic preppy navy. Why did it sell same day? Because a viewer of my channel bought it and had messaged me saying, hey, is it listed? And I said, no, but I'll let you know when it is. And I did. Bought it right away. Sold same day on eBay for $25.50 plus shipping. My cost of goods was $216 and I made $22.35. Now, the last one I'm going to share with you is one of the bad sales. And I would ask, my question for you is, do you consider this a bad sale, like a bad pickup? Did I make a mistake in picking up the sweater? Because it took 2.5 years to sell. It only sold for $15. My cost of goods was $6.52. My profit was $5.48. This I picked up in Denver when I was living there. It's adorable, I think. It's a vintage, really cool sweater. Liso size large ski sweater, vintage 80s wool blend, pullover, Southwest, made in USA. It's red. Do red sweaters just not sell? That is my feeling. I have 2 other red sweaters that are taking forever to sell. So I don't think red sweaters sell. That is my, that's what I deduce from this. Not deduct. This is what I suspect to be true, that red sweaters don't sell. In fact, now I just skip right over the red sweater section. Unless something just grabs my attention, which this sweater would have. So bad pickup? You tell me. What do you think? I'm going to probably make the same mistake again in the future. That's everything I was going to share. Thank you guys so much if you stayed through all of this. I haven't been begging lately for thumbs ups and subscriptions, but I really would love to get to 2,000. That's my goal for next year. I have like maybe 350 or something to go. I lose a subscriber every day. I'll gain one and I'll lose one. So if you have not subscribed and you enjoy watching my videos, please subscribe now. You do not have to get a notification, a little bell. If that's going to annoy you about getting a notification from me almost every day, just don't turn that on. I get it. You can pass me right up. So yeah, think about subscribing and think about giving me a thumbs up so that other people will find my videos and I can get to that 2,000. That's everything, guys. I hope you're enjoying the holidays with your families or getting ready to, and just keep listening.